Continuing on from our data preparation lessons so far, I'm going to show you some more features when it comes to the pre-filtering of your data sets. And this is especially useful because if you have, let's say, a data set that's really large or really complex, and you're not really going to visualize the whole thing, you want to reduce the data size for performance reasons. That could be when you're developing, or even performance when you upload it to the cloud for other people to start interacting with your data sets, which is something you'll experience much later on. Therefore, let's go into the filters. I have my standard Superstore here, and I'm going to click here on filters on the right side. Let's go ahead and go add. I can see there's 0 filters so far. And the thing I'm going to filter for to start with is, for example, let's say, where is it? Manufacturers, right? The filtering we've done in the past is just individual filters. So for example, if I have a category like region, where's region, region, I can just filter out north, south, east, west. That's pretty easy because I've only got a few. But what happens if there's something after north, right? In the case of, let's look at manufacturer, right? If I sort this, by the way, this is the sort button, right? So if I click it, it goes, I think alphabetical, that goes reverse alphabetical. Is there a word for opposite alphabetical? If there is, let me know. Fata-abatical, something like that. I don't know. And if I click it again, it'll just go back to the original. I can also go click here and go, no, you can't sort from there. I thought you could, right? That's the sort button. Let's go ahead and have a look at it in sort. And let's say I wanted to filter out anything with the word echo in it. I can't really do that individually because if I go into this filter button now, I'll show you what it looks like. I go add, I'm going to add a filter using that manufacturer. I can use that one. If I can't find it, I can always search manufacturer, right? And go OK. And you can see all these echoes, right? I don't want to have to go like this, right? I also don't want to go like that. I don't want to go like this and highlight all the ones in here because there's an inherent problem with doing it this way, right? I'm explicitly saying these are the ones to filter. But what happens if tomorrow someone in the region goes, oh, we're going to add a new Echo 3-hole punch. It's going to be called Echo 3-hole punch pristine or something like that. That means I have to be aware of it. I have to come in here, I have to adjust the filter, and then press OK. I don't want to have to do that because then that means I've got a manual task to do. Instead, what we're going to use is a wild card. And a wild card, if you've never heard it before, is I want to filter anything with the word echo in it. That means no matter how many they add over the next 12 months, over the next 20 years, it will always find the word echo and filter it out or filter it in, whichever you want. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's go into the wildcard formatting type, right? Let's go wildcard, and I'm going to look for the word echo, right? And I've got a few types here. I can do a contains, which means if the word echo is anywhere inside this, so it can be at the very end, it can be in the middle, it can be at the beginning, doesn't matter, it's going to filter for it, right? I can also do starts with, so if it's the first set of characters, it's in there, it will filter it in or out. If there's something before that, then it won't. I can do it on the other end, okay? And I can also do an exact match. But this exact match doesn't make sense because then I can really just do that in the general section, right? So I haven't actually used this one. I haven't seen a need for it, but I do use this contains one, right? The other thing I want to show is this exclude. Right now, it is including. So I want to show anything that has echo. I'm actually going to go OK, and let's see what that looks like. I go OK, 46 of 1856. I go OK. And if we look into manufacturer now, it only keeps the echoes. But what if I want to exclude them, meaning I want to get rid of them from my calculation? Well, that's pretty easy. Let's click on edit. I'm going to edit an existing filter. We'll click the first one, edit, and we're just going to click exclude. Right? And as you can see, these have actually now changed. So it does not contain the word echo. Right? So if I go OK and then OK, we are not going to find echo anywhere in this column of data, which means it also gets rid of the rows. Any row where the manufacturer has the word echo in it, oh sorry, it's not that column, it's this column, right? It's going to filter it out. Another type of filter we're going to do is a measures filter. Let's say we're already in a pipeline of analysis. My regional manager is going to me, Jed, Northern region, anyone that's made sales less than $100,000, I want you to look into it, right? I can do that from here. So let's look for the sales column. Sales, 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 sales. Where is sales? Oh, there it is. Sales. Oops, oops, oops. What am I clicking? All right, sales. I got them in here. I want anything less than 100,000. Actually, these are quite small values. Let's pick a different number. Let's say I want anything less than $50. Right? That's what I want to keep. I'm not interested in those high ticket items. I just want those ones. Let's go into our filters here on the right. Filter. And we don't need this manufacturer because my manager is saying do it for everything. I don't want just that manufacturer. So we go remove. I'm going to add a new one. I'm going to find sales, right? Okay. And we're going to go for a range of 0 to 50, right? 50 like so. And we go okay. Okay. And we now have sales. Whoops, why do I keep clicking there? Anything less than 50, right? There's a few other ones I can do. I can go edit again. Let's edit this, right? I can do anything that is at least 50. Let's say, so 50 or higher, or at most 50, which is the equivalent of doing 0 to 50 in the first case. Now this at most 50 can also be for negative numbers. So if I have negative 300, it goes from negative infinity to 50, right? Which is the same of at least if I do 50, so it's $50 to infinity. Okay, the special one, we're not going to worry too much about it, but I'll explain it briefly. It basically filters for anything where it's blank, not blank, so non-null. Null just means blank. So if there's not 0 sales, but just there's nothing in there, it's an empty cell. Or you can just go all values, which is just everything, right? So nothing too crazy about that. And we go okay. So let's say we're going to do at most $50. We go okay and okay. And this is all at most $50. And that's it for our pre-filtering. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next video.